The Lord is going to return. One king, not democracy, not by the people and for the people, but one king, one law, one ruler who rules in righteousness and truth and justice. And what can we see about that? Revelation chapter 2, verses 26 through 29. And he who overcomes and he who keeps my works until the end, to him I will give authority over the nations, will rule and reign with him, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. We're going to rule with a rod of iron. It's his way, the only way, because he will rule in truth and justice, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron, as the vessels of the potter are broken to pieces, as I also have received authority from my Father. And I will give him the morning star. He who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. And in Revelation chapter 12, verse 5, and she gave birth. This is speaking about the pre-tribulation rapture. This woman here is the church as a whole, but those ready, waiting, and watching, they'll be caught up in the pre-tribulation rapture in Revelation 12:5. And she, this woman, the church as a whole, and she gave birth to a son, a male child, who is to rule all the nations with a rod of iron. And her child was caught up to God and to his throne. And then we see in Revelation chapter 2, again, verses 15, 16, and 17. Thus, you also have some who in the same way hold the teaching of the Nicolaitans. Repent therefore, or else I am coming to you quickly, and I will make war against them with the sword of my mouth. He who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. I will give to him who overcomes. To him I will give some of the hidden manna. Those who are not walking in just pure religion, but they love the Lord, they walked with him. He says, he who has an ear, let him hear what the Spirit says to the churches. To him who overcomes this flesh, the world. To him who overcomes, to him I will give some of the hidden manna, these things, this food of God that is in these hidden secret places of the Lord. And I will give him a white stone and a new name written on the stone, which no one knows except him who receives it. For those who overcome, he has things for you. He has things prepared for you. And then we see concerning his returning, the returning of the Lord, Revelation 19, verses 14, 15, and 16. And the armies which are in heaven, clothed in fine linen, white and clean, this is his bride who's prepared herself. This is those that went into the tribulation, those that were caught up in the pre-tribulation rapture, and those that went into the tribulation, those that have prepared themselves. They're dressed in white, the saints. And the armies which are in heaven, clothed in fine linen, white and clean, we're following him. This is as he returns. We return with him. We're following him on white horses. And from his mouth comes a sharp sword, so that with it he may smite the nations, and he will rule them with a rod of iron. He's coming in power and glory to rule one king, one Lord, one way. In Revelation 19, verses 19, 20, and 21. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth, that they've come up to resist him, to come against him, those that would resist him and his rule. And I saw the beast and the kings of the earth and their armies assembled to make war against him who sat upon the horse, and against his army, those clothed in white. And the beast was seized, and with him the false prophet who performed the signs in his presence, by which he deceived those who had received the mark of the beast and those who worshipped his image. These two were thrown alive into the lake of fire which burns with brimstone. Verse 21, and the rest of these armies that come up against him to resist him, parts of these 200 million man armies that'll be bringing that chaos upon the earth during the tribulation. And the rest were killed with the sword, which came from the mouth of him who sat upon the horse. And all the birds were filled with their flesh. He's coming to rule and reign with a rod of iron. Everybody thinks he's coming back to tend sheep. He's coming back to rule and reign with us with a rod of iron.